Hey man, say man, it's your boy Moneyman Rome, and we about the 125cc swap the 110 quad. Not that 110 quad, but this 110 quad. So I had already pulled the motor, pulled the wire harness, pulled all that stuff in like less than 20 minutes last night. That was pretty easy. Everything's pretty simple. Just bolt here, bolt there, chain over there. So gonna slide in the motor, slide in the chain, and then we're gonna slide these bolts into place. Sorry about the angle. I'm gonna slide these bolts into place, and then I gotta replace this rear brake. I already got a new rear brake for it, and put some penetrating fluid, put some oil on that chain, and put the exhaust back on, put the carb on. I got a carb over there for it. Got the carb, the gas tank, all of that for it. Still got the monster body for it too. So, but yes, so far about to move this 110 out the way, put on the 125 with a shifter. It got forward and reverse, 3 gears forward, one forward reverse, which would be perfect for the quad. I already come with the starter, everything. I just gotta take off that ground wire. Can't forget to take off that ground wire. We're gonna need a ground. But other than that, the baby should be about dialed in. So I'm get ready to take off this ground wire, then get ready to swap that over to this and install all of that, and I'll get back to y'all. Boom, got that 125 with the shifter in there. It has 3 gears, neutral and reverse. Had to use the cover off of the 110 over there, but it's okay because this cover, you can tell, way bigger. So yeah, that's all right though. So next I'm gonna put the exhaust on here, and then I'm gonna put the intake on, and then I might do some light routing for the wiring for now, because I'm hungry and I still got chores and stuff to do. I got clothes to wash and stuff. Got to get the kids ready for school and stuff tomorrow. But yeah, so far I got it in neutral right now. It's rolling nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Oh, it is in neutral. It's just hitting this. But yeah, rolling all nice and smooth. Chain all good. I had to swap out the sprocket because the initial sprocket that came on it is a 428. And this chain is a 420. So I just swapped it to the sprocket that was off of the 110. Make sure it was lined up properly, tightened up properly, and that's good. So, but this is a good sprocket. It's nice and thick. I like the sprocket. So I'm going to keep this sprocket. I'm going to put it in my drawer of stuff. But so far, got that. About to get ready, put on the exhaust, do the other little stuff, and I'll get back to y'all. Boom. So, as I'm taking this off, I forgot this long bolt, this one that goes right there, goes to that cover that's on the other side. So we're gonna make sure those two stay together. And then I gotta just pop this off real quick, grab my little ball peen. Here we go. Tapped it off, kind of, sort of. There we go. So gotta clean. Oh, gasket came right off. I was like, I gotta clean off the gasket. Gasket surface came right off. It comes with a new gasket in it. This is how it's set up. Already has the block ports for it. Those ports there, those ports there. You can twist the hose a little bit, and better get ready to just grab a little towel, clean it off. Oh, I'm sorry. Grab a little towel, clean it off, and go from there. So, alright, so I'm here putting on the gasket, and I just wanted to show y'all something. So, sometimes if you put the gasket on the wrong way, like you see that, it may look like it lined up, but actually that port is being blocked over there. As you can see, there's only one clear port. So you want to make sure the gasket is on properly before just throwing this on. So, see, that port is clear. That port has a passage so it can go through there. And that's how that's going to go. You want to make sure this is on properly when you are installing it. I know it may still look strange, but that's how it lines up. This is how it lines up. So, me personally, I want to like pop a little bit there, but it is what it is. So, I'm going to get back to when I got it on the bike. Well, on the quad. Alright, probably not the cleanest installed, but it's installed. I had to change one of the lines because this line at the top was ran to the bottom and it was vice versa. So changed that up. Now it's mounted properly. Everything's mounted nice and tight. Hoses going where they need to go. I'm about to put some extra oil in it right now, and I'll put this bitch on here tight. God. About to put some extra oil in here right now, and then we're gonna go from there. I gotta hook the battery up and we're gonna start it up. I'm gonna show y'all how it sounds. So let's go. I'll get back to y'all once I got the oil. All right, getting ready to put in the battery and getting ready to start it up. See, I filled it up with oil. Got a little oil spill. That's how you know it's got some oil in it, because it spilled a little bit. Got everything all routed up, mounted up. It's just the body, so the battery can sit in there and I can put the seat on. I'm not too worried about the body. We're gonna cut this up soon and do something else with this body. But for now, this is just what we're doing, so I can put the seat on it. So I can put the battery in there without having to use a bunch of zip ties and tape. So just give me a few seconds and I'll get back to y'all when I got the battery in. All right, got that thing running. Got that thing running. It sounds good. It sounds good. And that bitch sounding crazy. Things sounding good. So about to go for a little ride and we gonna see. So I'll get back to y'all later. Peace out. All right, so I had tuned it and I got it running pretty good, and it was running. And then I was moving and then I smelled some oil and I look down. Tell me why the freaking line is loose. It's loose. So make sure y'all tighten up those oil cooler lines, because obviously when they come on the head, they're not tight. When they come on that little piece, they're not tight. So tighten those little nipples down if you got that style of oil cooler. Other than that, oil's flowing to it. Can feel heat. Everything's good. I put extra oil in it. That oil that was on there burnt off. Then I gotta clean up this other bit of oil. And I got this freaking issue with this dang carburetor. Keeps leaking gas from the bottom of it, from every orifice as possible. So I got like this hose going to the bottom of this, going with the little sheath in there to go down here so don't drip all over the car. So don't drip all over the motor and cause a fire. It still works, has a high idle, but it is what it is. So that's the last bit from Moneyman Rome. I'll see y'all later. Kaboom, bruh.